And we are here. Spawn. Sorry. Technical difficulties. Hope everybody's having a good day, good night, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Wherever y'all may be, I am very excited for this. I'm going to go over some news in the eFed and pro wrestling world here today. And with that being said, we have quite a few things planned in the coming months and days. And this weekend is packed with events. XPWF will have on August 30th and the 31st, they will take over Paris. A 2-night event. Coming this weekend as well is Violence No Matter What for SPW. And also, we have for TXT, they have been preparing for another PLE for some time, and it looks to be a good one called No Regrets, No Remorse. Stay tuned for that, everybody. Also, stay tuned for the last part of Warpath to Glory, which should be fun and very exciting, and I'm very excited to see where it shall go. And we also have coming up in October a 2-night event brought to you by Mr. Alex Woods called Nightmare on Bourbon Street. That should be very awesome. His card is stacked, and it looks to be another great event brought to you by Alex Woods, as he brought us the Great American Bash for the 4th of July season. Now for the Halloween season, he is giving us a 2-night event. 2-night event for Nightmare on Bourbon Street. It's going to be spectacular. On September 28th, we have the All-American Massacre, which will be featuring IWA, SPW, and RCL. That should be very fun going forward, everybody, and it should be epic. And today, I am here to go over some shows as well that went down. I'm going to go over TXT's last show that they did, and the Calvin Ricks tribute show that Jack Grace put together. It was a beautiful arena, and a wonderful show, and a spectacular event. Calvin is gone, but never forgotten. We love you, Cal. Now, let's get us started here with the tribute show that went down. And to kick us off, it was a phenomenal fatal 4-way tag team match for the Crossfire Tag Team Championships, tornado tag style, and it was chaos from the start. All 4 teams wanted the tag titles, and the 4 teams were the Wolfpack, the defending champions that have been running roughshod as the champions, showing their dominance as a team. No matter what version of the Wolfpack you get, they have been unstoppable and unbeatable, and Big Lou and AJ Woods representing the Wolfpack in the tag division in IZW has been spectacular, and I am excited to see who they shall face next. And their opponents were Insidious and Ghost Edwards representing the Last Rite. Insidious and Ghost Edwards have teamed before, and this was a time where they are showing their skills together yet again, and they are showing dominance as they did tonight, and they showed that they can work very well together. Just like the Wolfpack, no matter what team you get at the Last Rite, you will get a fight and a damaging brutality. And next up was Shan Leon and Derek Serrario also in there, who have been making their name here in IZW since they debuted, and they put on one hell of a showing at the show, and have been since they arrived here. And I can't wait to see where they go next. I could see both of them going very far here in IZW. The family, Travell Daniel and Todd Daniel, they have been running a roughshod. They are the most devious, conniving, cunning tag team around, and they would win by any means necessary, ladies and gentlemen. They don't care if they have to break the rules or not, but in IZW, there usually are no rules depending on the matchup you're in, and it is always a spectacle. And in the end, it was the Wolfpack, AJ Woods, and Big Lou walking away victorious, retaining their titles. I'm curious to see who they shall face next. Next up was a 2 out of 3 Extreme Rules match between Alexander Colt with Miss Colt at his side versus CJ Frost with Kyra Frost at his side. And it was awesome. 2 men going to war. They have faced before, and they faced yet again here on the IZW Battlegrounds, and it was extreme. hardcore brutality. We know what CJ Frost is about. The man is a world title contender, and the man has made a name for himself everywhere he has been, especially in Japan. And Mr. Colt has made his name up there in Puerto Rico, in the Caribbean, in the BWC, and everywhere else he has been. And these two men collided in an instant classic. In the end, it was CJ Frost walking away victorious. Next up was for the Women's Bloodlust Championship in a Falls Count Anywhere. Britt Grades versus Angel Bryant in a war. These two ladies have dominated the IZW Women's Division, and they have faced off in numerous types of matches in IZW in tag, multi-women, and singles. And each time they do face off, no matter where and when, they put on a spectacle. And they have faced elsewhere as well. And in the end, it was Angel walking away victorious. And next up was a fatal four-way between Lewis West, Bullet, Andre Robinson, and the SOG, the OSG. The OSG is a very interesting character, and I am interested to see how far he shall go here. He has great ability and agility, and he looks to be a very gifted athlete. Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you, Mr. J. Smoke. Welcome, sir. Has a show as well, sir. Hope to get you up here sometime. Don't miss ASW, guys. ASW has some great content. All Smoke Wrestling. Big respect, sir. Good to see you. Hey, anytime, man. I like to show my support. That's what this is about. For showing support, helping out those that want, like, I'm happy to help out others. That's what this is for. That's what I started this for. And this gives me a joy always to go through this. Welcome, Mr. Davis. We were just talking about you. And also, Andre Robinson, a member of the Venom Club, a big dog of the Venom Club, always showing his fear, brutality, and powerhouse strength. But he can also fly, which adds more to his repertoire and definitely makes him a feared opponent. And Bullet, very slept-on competitor, as I've said before. He could pull anything out, and it will be amazing, and you'll be talking about it at the end of the night. And he showed his will and determination. And Lewis West, a wild child, we know what he is about. Always wild and crazy, always looking to have a great fight and a good time. Next up was the 20 Women Royal Rumble, which was won by BBC. There was many great ladies that entered, and in the end, BBC walked away victorious. And I'm very excited to see what she gets with that victory and who she shall face. Also, we had a 5 tables of death. It was between Insidious, Buster Anderson, Craig Mack, John Wigginton, and OG Dragon Blade. We know what they are about. OG Dragon Blade made a huge impact on his debut here and has not looked back since. And I am excited to see more what he can do here as he showcased his skills elsewhere, and now he brings them here to show us what he's about. John Wigginton, another man making his way up here in IZW, getting used to the extreme aspects here, and he has fought his way through, showing that he can hang here in IZW. Also, it was Insidious walking with... Oh, wait, hold on. Before I get to the winner. My bad. Craig Mack. We know what Craig Mack is about. The Mack Daddy. Always looking for a good fight, and he loves a good brawl, man. And the man is a talent you don't want to miss. Buster Anderson. He loves to drink, and he loves to fight. Rough and tough, double tough. Former world champion in his own right here, and looking to claim more gold here. Insidious. The Clown himself already competed earlier in the night with Ghost Edwards, and he had a second chance to get at redemption for his brothers in the last rite, and he did so as he was the one that picked up the victory in the 5 tables of death. Next up was a tag match between the Combat Genius and KD King Dominator. versus Corey Bishop and Nightmare Briggs. And that was an incredible tag match. Combat Genius and KD, we know what they're about as a team. They have proved themselves each and every single time they have competed together or apart, especially Combat Genius with that Death Pit Championship. Corey Bishop and the Nightmare Briggs, they have teamed before on and off, and they have had a great singles career. No matter if they're together or apart, it's always a spectacle. And they did everything they could. And in the end, it was KD and the Combat Genius walking away victorious. Next up was a special guest referee match. And it was JoJo, who was the special guest ref. And the match was between Jack Graves, with Eddie Walker at his side, versus Black Heron. And in the end, it was Jack Graves walking out victorious. Both men put up a hell of a showing, a great fight. JoJo did great as a referee, the resident Flash of E-Feds, and the most brutal man in all of E-Feds, Jack Graves, proved why he is so brutal and hard to handle at times. And the Graves family is no easy task. Black Heron, a very talented competitor, very athletically gifted, no doubt about it though. And in the main event, a man that's been in the main event scene here on IZW for some time, Mr. Johnny Superkicks. No matter win or lose, the man gets a spectacle going, and he knows how to have a great match with just about anybody. Just like I call AJ Woods Mr. 5-Star, I can consider him that as well. And there are many other 5-star athletes here in the E-Fed world, no doubt about it. And Johnny Superkicks, he is a very talented, gifted competitor with a lot of athleticism and agility and ability. And he's also known for his strength and speed. Rob Anderson, a devious competitor, always looking for the next big win, looking to go bite somebody with the dog bite, and he will put you in the dog pound. And the man is ruthless, and he gives the true meaning to ruthless aggression when he steps in there, and you never know what he's going to do. And in the end, it was Rob Anderson walking away victorious. Next up, we shall talk about TXT Unleashed, Season 1, Episode 10, ladies and gentlemen. It was to kick off the show, Shinjo versus Keith Jackson. Shinjo, a man making his way here in TXT, and a man that has made his name around the E-Fed world with many different gimmicks, and this one is much different than most of his gimmicks. It's very unique, I will say. And I like it. And I can't wait to see how far he'll go here in TXT. Keith Jackson, wonderful competitor. I got to see him for the first time not too long ago. And since I first saw him, I was captivated by him. And when he was on the TXT card, I was very excited. And him versus Shinjo was a great opener. And Keith Jackson walked away victorious. Nikita Sakamoto versus Taylor Griffin. Nikita really did great, showing her technical prowess and her mean streak that she possesses. And Taylor Griffin, another talented lady, always looking for a good time, but always serious when it's time to be. And she knows how to get things done. And she definitely did that. Nikita put up a fight, but in the end it was Taylor walking away victorious. Next up, Extreme Rules. Nick Sara and Angel Bryant versus Misdemeanor and Baby Bone Crusher, with BBC and Miss D walking out victorious, and a wonderful tag match. All four ladies put up a great spectacle. Both teams dominant and brutal, and it was a great matchup. If you missed it, go check it out, and also go check out ICW show that was put up today. Next up was a triple threat between Kang, Mad King, and Adrian Danger, and all three competitors showed how chaotic it can be in TXT and how far they're willing to go. And in the end, Mr. Adrian Danger walked out victorious after Kang was eliminated first, and then the Mad King. Next up was Dirty Diana with Rob Anderson versus Sylvia Knight with John Robb. Dirty Diana, she is Dirty for Diana for a reason. She can get dirty if she needs to be. And I don't mean in the sense of where she tries to go for cheap shots. She plays dirty in that ring. She's willing to do whatever it takes to win. Like, she will grab your eyes out. She'll gouge your eyes out. She'll pull your hair. She'll do whatever it takes. She's dirty. And Sylvia Knight, a very, very wonderful lady, looking to make a big stake and claim here. And she has made a statement every single time she has stepped through that arena. And I guarantee next time she appears, it will be no different. But when she took on Dirty Diana walked out victorious. Next up was an Extreme Rules between the Terrible Locos, Terrible Tito and Larry Loco, the champions, versus the Titans, the former champions, Dominic Jason and Playboy Nagaski. And that was a incredible tag match. Locos showing their skills as a team and showing why they were the tag champions and why they won them from the Titans. But the Titans definitely gave a fight back and have definitely gone through a change here that I think is good for them. And they don't want to be taken as jokes. And they definitely are not jokes. And in the end, it was the Titans walking away victorious. And then it was the TXT Queen of the Land Championship matchup between the number one contender Cherry Bomb after winning in a fatal 4-way against the Queen of the Land Big Fran in a Queen of the Land steel cage matchup, with Big Fran walking away victorious, retaining the belt. That was TXT's show. And go check that out if you haven't. Stay tuned for TXT. No remorse, no regrets. No regrets, no remorse. My apologies. Now, some news that are going to be happening in the wrestling world in the coming months. Imperial Wrestling Federation Monarchs Madness will happen on September 13th. And with their new general manager DJB at the helm, I'm very interested to see where he shall take it as a GM, and I guarantee it shall go far. Imperial got started not too long ago, and it's just going to continue to thrive. Dropkick Championship Wrestling will have a show on September 28th. DCW 8, here we go again. I am very excited for that, and I hope you all are as well. Alba Championship Wrestling will have Stomping Grounds 2 on September 27th. Premier British Wrestling PBW will go live on September 6th and September 26th, so stay tuned for that. I am very excited to see where that shall go, ladies and gentlemen. Forever Pro Wrestling will have Going Gold on September 19th. We also will have Hog. They will take over Philadelphia once again. And they will also have the debut on October 10th, Killer Cross. But on September 4th, they will take on Philadelphia. Hog will return to Philadelphia. Sorry, I'm botching my words, ladies and gentlemen. I apologize for that. CCW will have the Tournament of Death 22, September 6th. International Wrestling Cartel IWC returns to Mark's Court on October 4th, so stay tuned for that. Chaos Wrestling will go live on September 6th and present to you Locked Down. Also, MLW Slaughterhouse will happen on October 4th. Wrestling Revolver Clean Slate, September 6th. Horror Slam Tombstone, September 19th. Three Legacies Wrestling, the Red Rose Rumble 3, September 6th. FCW Wrestling in Leemount, November 29th. Reach Wrestling, first time ever, live at Unit 10 with fans, September 14th. Reach Army history is about to be made inside our very own home for the first time ever. Fans will step inside Unit 10 and we will bring a battle royal with huge stakes The winner of said battle royal will earn a spot in December Massive Christmas Rumble. Stay tuned for that, ladies and gentlemen. Valor Pro will go on 808s and Rope Breaks 2, September 13th. New Era Wrestling will have Proving Grounds, September 20th. Texas Wrestling Cartel, Respect My Gangsta, on September 20th. IMF Wrestling, Ring of Champions, September 27th. Baracho Pro, Shots on the House, September 21st. Death in the Family, Because the Fight, September 6th. SVN, Severe Violent Nature, The House That Love Built, November 15th. King of Sports have some shows lined up. Campbell, Texas, on September 6th. Wichita Falls, Texas, September 19th and 20th. Pittsburgh, Texas, October 11th. Miller Grove, Texas, November 15th. Bree Combination Wrestling will have the Grand Rumble, a tribute to Mama Pan, on September 21st. Game Changer Wrestling Rumble on the River, September 13th. And they will also have Homecoming Part 1 on August 24th, Homecoming Part 2 on August 25th. Wrestling with Pride will have Pride and Punishment on November 29th. Pro Wrestling Magic The Hangover, September 20th. Pro Wrestling Sympathy Toxicity, September 14th. Extreme World Wrestling Blood, Sweat, and Tears, September 27th. ACCW Apple City Championship Wrestling will go live with WrestleGate on September 13th. ICW North, September 2nd. Dismember September on September 12th. September to Dismember on September 12th. IWA Deep South Carnage Cup, October 25th and the 26th. Atomic Legacy Wrestling final show of 2025 will be on October 10th. Palmetto Grand Slam at the Lex on October 17th. Time Bomb Pro Wrestling, The Ring is Waiting, September 12th. Midwest Championship Wrestling Conflict, September 27th. 360 Pro will have Cowtown Showdown, November 1st. Wrestle Rave, Porter, Texas, debut September 6th. Prestige Roseland will be in Roseland October 5th. We Love Wrestling Chaos at Koshers, August 30th. Memphis Wrestling Night will happen. New World Wrestling Extreme Tidal Wave, August 30th. Deathmatch Down Under, Poor Decisions, August 31st, this weekend. Got a great month ahead full of wrestling events, pro wrestling and eFed wrestling alike. Also, there will be the Feast or Release concept, which will be happening in October. But we also have Dogfight happening in October for IWA. So 2 pay-per-views coming in October. Stay tuned for that, ladies and gentlemen. And that was the news I had for today. I hope everybody has a great day, good night, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and stay tuned.